Good morning and welcome to this, our first online lesson, I guess, in a asynchronous format, meaning you guys will be watching this probably after the event. But that's fine. You can follow along with me and yeah, we'll use the time efficiently. So what I have planned for you today is the following. It's basics or the basics of Microsoft Word. So we'll be creating a little letter or yeah, I guess Word document which has a header, it has a footer. We'll insert a little logo. It can be a little either company logo or image of your choice. And then maybe insert like a greeting or a signature of some kind. And then we'll talk about just the general format of how to do those things. It'll be a short video. So yeah, follow along with me as we go through this. You should be able to see the first thing you see when you open up Microsoft Word. So you're going to create a blank document for me. And so it should open up the default document. You can go ahead and save it as what it should be. So surname, initials, comma, initials, underscore, student number, 209. And then you can go ahead and save that to your file of choice. Okay, and then automatically autosave goes on. So for the purpose of today, I want to show you guys how we would start a letter. So, for example, you might want to send your CV to a couple of different companies, and so you need to kind of attach a letter saying something about yourself, acknowledging them, and putting in a date, things like that. So I'm going to start with a typical letter format, like a motivation letter. So you should be able to see, but I'm going to zoom in a bit as well to, yeah, 170%. That should be fine. And RE motivation letter for a job application. You can see as the spelling goes, I will correct it. And you'll notice that there's these little show hide parentheses, which is the paragraph marks and other hidden formatting symbols. So this is especially useful when you are wanting to see what's going on in the back end. For example, in the header. So in this section here at the top, that's the header. So if I double click on that, it opens up the header section, header and the footer. So now I can then see that I'm typing here, hidden header. And if I double click out, you can see it shades it away. So where that is on the tabs, drop-down panels, all the way to the end, you will see something called insert. And then you can either insert a header and a footer over here, or there are defaults or like a different styles, if you're going to call it that. For example, the banded one, or there's a blank 3 columns. You can go with this orange one, where it's a document title, or if you want to go with the document title and the date, that's entirely up to you. For letter, you typically have your logo in there, so I'm not going to fiddle too much with that now. I'm just going to delete this and carry on with our content for now. So typically on a letter, you have the date, and a quick way to insert an automatic date is to go to the insert, and you are going to or search along across the axis there, and date and time. And you can choose any format that you like. I just prefer this shortened format. Let's go with the long one. I think that's a bit better. So 25th of March. And every time you open the document, it'll have this date update to the most recent date. Typically, also, you would have things like your address and your company name. That would be on the left-hand side. So the format really depends on the style of your letter. So I'm not going to get too much into detail around that. All I want to just show you guys is if we go over here, company address, you can put the company. If this is for example, we are creating a company letterhead. So we're going to have a standard header, a standard footer, and a standard kind of format that we use. So you'll put the company address over there, you'll put the company name, and we will insert this is just markers for me, a logo up at the top. To whom it may concern. Motivation letter for new staff. So you are motivating for new staff. This letter serves to inform the reader that we are looking to hire some new staff for our company. Let's say we are a tech startup and want to change the game. So the information again is not really important. Kind regards, Dennit Adams, CEO. And I'm leaving some space there so I can put in or insert a signature. Okay, so this is the kind of the start of it, or the blank template, if you want to call it. So now the next thing I want to do is to show you how to insert a logo or create a company logo. For example, I want to insert it over there. So I'm going to go highlight into the header section. So I double click and then I go insert, and then I'm going to look for a picture. So if this was a real company, I would have the image of the logo already handy. It would be on this device. Nowadays, you can generate images with Copilot. So I'm going to open up Copilot on the side just to show you a little cool, nifty trick. And hopefully the internet plays with. If I look over here, it's generate an image of a tech startup company logo. Company logo. And then we're waiting for Copilot. It's generating on the side. While it is generating, I will just also go to the footer, and typically companies also have address line 1, suburb, and then town. So and then maybe a phone number. So if I want to choose the footer option, so if, let's say, for example, I want the footer to be Something like that. Document title, official company letterhead, letter. Subtitle would be address 91 suburb and town. Sometimes executives put their they would put the details of the company there, like the VAT number or your vending number, trading number, something like that. So Copilot has generously given me the image, and I'm going to insert it. So I just press click there, and now I can make this image smaller, and it's put it in the footer. So I want it out of here. So I'm going to left click it and I'm going to cut it out of there, and I want to put it in the header. So cut, and then I'm going to paste and keep the source formatting. I'll change the image to be in the background, so behind the text, and then you'll see it'll shade and gloss at the back there. So you can move this as and when you need it. If you didn't select that, it will obviously push all of the text down and around if you go through. All right, so that's how you did it there.